one race in.
George Russell wins the Australian Grand Prix.
And now we head to China for the first sprint weekend of the new era. This is Overtake. With this weekend being a sprint weekend, it really makes things more interesting. All the teams basically just get one practice session to gather data, so there's very little time to dial the cars in, which usually makes the weekend, if not already, more unpredictable. Now, one thing I am really curious about this weekend is Ferrari bringing in their new rear wing. With that long straight here in Shanghai, it'll be interesting to see what that does for their straight line speed, especially going to qualifying and into the race. Ferrari also looked really strong in Australia, with Charles on the podium and Lewis looking really comfortable in his car. Now, speaking of Lewis, he actually won the sprint race here last year after qualifying pole, but then during the actual race, he was disqualified. So I'm hoping for this weekend he gets a little redemption. Maybe this is the weekend he finally gets that podium in red. Then there's Mercedes with George and Kimi coming off that 1-2 in Australia. The big question now is if whether that pace was just in Melbourne or if Mercedes are actually that quick this year. I'm also looking forward to a good weekend from my team, McLaren. Australia was a little tough. Yeah, Lando finished P5, which is okay. We got some good points. And after what happened to Oscar before even the race started, you already know that the team is definitely looking to bounce back here in China. And of course, I'm really curious to see how Max Verstappen responds after that Q1 crash in Australia. He's definitely looking to have a great weekend. And another driver I hope has a clean weekend as well is Isaac Hadjar. He was looking really strong in Melbourne before that engine issue just ruined his race. So hopefully China gives him a proper weekend to show more of what he could do. Also looking forward to race number 2 for Arvid Lindblad. What an amazing accomplishment it must be to score points on debut in F1. His career is definitely off to a great start, and I'm looking forward to more this weekend. Also wanted to shout out Oliver Behrman and Gabriel Bortoleto. Both of them had really solid races in Australia, and I'm hoping that continues into China. It's definitely a great start for their second season scoring points for their team. With that said, let's see how this one plays out in China. And with sprint qualifying coming up, we'll talk soon.